next guy here, who is a little bit of controversial, I think is probably the best way to put this guy. Definitely has some dirty laundry in the hamper. We'd have to take a look at that dirty laundry and see if it's stained or if it's just a little sweat on it.
Or soiled. Amber Heard.
Well, I'm just listening. Everybody will know what we're talking about here in a minute. There's definitely an issue here. But another guy who's a former Giant, Brian Gaine, who's currently the Bills' assistant GM, literally took over for Joe Schoen at Buffalo, and he's a guy that is going to get some looks here potentially. Going to definitely get some looks. He's also background-wise, he's first-generation American. He's actually both his parents were born in Ireland. So I thought that was kind of interesting. He's a former tight end who played at Don Bosco Prep High School in Ramsey, New Jersey. Obviously, those of us who either lived at some point or grew up or whatever in the tri-state area, Don Bosco is pretty well known for being, a great pool of talent for the NFL overall. He went on to the University of Maine from there, went undrafted back in 95, spent 96 to 98 on the practice squads for the Jets, the Giants, and then the Chiefs. After his playing days, he was a scout for the Jets from 99 to 04, assistant director for the pro scouting for the Cowboys 05 to 07, assistant director of player personnel for the Dolphins 08 to 10, director of player personnel for the Dolphins in 11, assistant GM for the Dolphins 13 to 16, director of player personnel for the Texans 14 to 16, VP of player personnel for the Bills in 17, then became the GM for the Texans 18 to 19. That's when the scandal broke out about him, which we'll get to in a moment. They let him go. Literally right before the off-season programming started. It was a really weird timing kind of scenario. He went on to be a senior personnel advisor for the Bills from 19 to 21. Once Joe Schoen left, he slipped into that assistant GM role there. And it'd be kind of weird to replace Joe Schoen with the guy who replaced Joe Schoen, right?
Yeah.
That'd be weird. In the pro category for him, 25 years of experience in the NFL. That's a lot of experience, guys.
Yeah.
In the other pro column, GM experience. Again, I'd like to get a guy who's done it before, where there's not the learning curve, there's not the surprise like that. So we got a guy here. There's one big con, though, and we got to talk about the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
He was fired by the Texans after only one season. A former security advisor filed a complaint about him with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, said that Gaine targeted African-American employees for dismissal. Now, when they let him go, the Texans said that complaint was unrelated to his firing. After he was hired by the Bills, their GM, Brandon Beane, called the accusations baseless. I don't pretend to know what happened there. And I'm going to say this because I hear this guy's name brought up a lot in conversations for potential GMs. What I want to see, if we go that route, even talking to him, before you even talk to him and bring him in the building, you better know damn well what happened there. Because if somebody's willing to do something like that, I don't want it anywhere near part of the Giants. Just don't want it. But I also don't want to sit there and blindly say that an accusation is accurate without having all the facts, especially an accusation as heinous as that. But we don't have that opportunity. The Giants do. Let's be very frank. The Giants have the paycheck to cut to get the information, and they will, if they're interested in them.
100%.
So, if those accusations are proven false, then yeah. Guy with experience, guy who's worked with some good organizations, I definitely would want to bring him in. If the accusations are true, I want nothing to do with it whatsoever. Absolutely nothing. So, like I said, we'd have to see that part of it there. And unfortunately, like I said, we just don't have that option. So we'll have to trust that the Giants will hopefully do the right thing there.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.